Welcome back to number 4 in our series of 5 on at your best leadership in virtual teams. We've already looked at strong foundations and putting on your oxygen mask. We've looked at 2, which is around working with the brain in mind, understanding sort of the chemicals and how they affect us and how they help us either stay calm or become anxious and what that does. Step 3, building trust and being vulnerable and showing compassion, and how that again helps us move towards self-autonomy and quality decision making and purpose connection. And then number 4 is about sort of reinforcing the stability. Our brains, they crave certainty. So rule of thumb, we rule down to the and make shortcuts, mental shortcuts about, oh, this means this means that. And as leaders, during this time, and particularly working virtually and particularly with so much change in our world, in our economy, in our food, in our isolating from each other, we crave that clarity and certainty. So if we don't get that, of course, we trigger a flight, fright and freeze type of response. And I suppose we saw this in the early period of the pandemic and lockdown, with a few weeks back with toilet rolls and even flour, both plain and self-raising flour, still in short supply, unbelievably. So, we go into this survival mode and we start to sort of collect and hoard and not share. And that's absolutely negative for our team structures and for our organisations to manage well in this time period. So I would encourage you, reinforce stability. Tell your teams, share with your teams, engage with them in discussion and have them share with you how it's going to be in the future. Talk about how we're going to see our way through this. It's going to be okay. And help your teams find that new rhythm and develop new rituals, because again they're really important to helping reinforce stability and making people feel like this is normal, it's going to be all right, we're all going to be okay through this. The connection again is a really important part of this, helping us all stay socially connected. Use any devices that you can, particularly video blogging and video calling. Anything that helps lower anxiety and helps us regulate our emotions. And also that leading to higher self-esteem and a higher sense of beyond ourselves is really, really important to reinforce that stability. We've done things like using our time in the morning, what used to be my commute, and our teams to prepare for the day and do some stuff that's useful for them. We also have a virtual cup of tea at 3 o'clock. It's an open thing. It's not, again, I would say don't make this prescribed. Give people the opportunity to dial in and be part of it, or not. Help them just to practice what makes useful things for them. Now is your time as a leader to pay careful attention to how our teams construct their new best ways of working. And again, we have some techniques that we use called modelling, where we will work with somebody to help them understand when they're at their best, they're like what, and what happens and how does it work for them. We draw it, and again you can see on the blog, on the post accompanying this video, some of the drawings that we've created. Again, if you want to experiment with this, just drop us a line and we're very happy to support you and help and experiment. You'll be surprised at how useful and effective it is. We also have some measurement tools. I think it's again really important to understand where people are in their energy, in their added value energy, and we have some great tools, very simple to use and very good for measuring and continuing to measure through this period. Can't underestimate, you've got to know where everybody's at and then create interventions and communications that help bring that stability. And finally, I think it's really useful to practice your narrative as a leader. To be authentic is really important. And again, there's a resource here that's free. All of this is offered to anybody that it can help. And it's our narrative building companion. It just helps you break down how to build narrative that will help create buy-in and meaning for your teams.